Hey, what's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? It's your brother ZMR with Deal Down Crown Thinking. We out here, hit me a little workout earlier at the gym. Now I'm just out in nature, give me a walk in. I try to make sure I do that. Just to keep myself fluent, you know what I'm saying? You wanna know what's one of the causes of people bodies going down? Because they don't get active. You feel me? So if you want anything to stay functional, you gotta keep it functional. You feel me? And it's just as simple as that. Nothing gonna keep value that's never used. All right? When you're talking about things that was meant to live and be based off of movement, all right? But look, man, look. Today, you know, I'm just thinking about growth as always. I don't think it's not a single day that passes in my life where I don't think about building. You feel me? Well, I don't think about ways to become better. I don't think about ways to get better. It's not a single day. You know what I'm saying? And when this becomes your crown, and this is what symbolizes who you are and your glory, you feel me? Even if things don't look the way that you desire for it to look, it's straight. It's cool, because at the end of the day, you know, it ain't because of what somebody else tell me that determines what my value is. It ain't because of how somebody else treat me that determines what my value is. It's because of how I look at myself, you feel me? So, you know, I keep that at the top of my mind. You know, I ain't worried about what nobody got to say, because it's a thing. It's some ugly-hearted people out there, you know what I'm saying? Too much in this culture, we give praise to people just because of the way that they look. You don't really be looking at their character. You know what I'm saying? And we become respected as persons just because of casual norms, things that get people accepted from a general perspective. But when we think about things the right way, this the thing, bro. Most of the time, people are followers. You feel me? I talk about this a lot, you know, when it comes to different things, whether it's me talking about whatever. Like, I feel like that because of, like, when I try to get my reach, I don't care to be accepted by people for the most part. You know, of course, you want to be accepted by those that you give yourself to, but I don't care for all the attention and all that. I'm really not that type of person. I grew into what you see in front of this camera, because I see the need of it, and I see how I can use this as a tool to be able to reach other people and to express my purpose. But other than that, man, this internet stuff so fake and so fraudulent, so cap, it's not real. You feel me? And that's the thing that we gotta be setting our mind about. Like, use this stuff as a tool. Stop using the internet as a place to think that's who you are. Or when you're amongst people, you got such an ugly heart and you express that, and that gives you a sense of value. You feel me? That ain't 100, because that stuff gonna come back around on you. And that's just what it is. Now, I wanna talk about this. When you're really a person that know how to be respectful to others, you know how to honor people where it's due, you know what I'm saying? You know how to treat your brother as you. There's gonna be moments when you treat people the right way, and they might not treat you the way you treat them. That just come with it. That's part of the process. But in that's when you gotta find where you gotta make tweaks at, because, you know, I'm in a season right now in my life where I feel like somebody gets to talking crazy to me or trying to make me feel small or treat me any type of way. I was in a place at one point where I used to be like, you feel me? I'm finna let that go. I'm gonna let it slide, because I'd rather be the bigger person. I'm not in that season in my life where I'm just gonna let everything slide. You feel me? I'm in a season in my life where I'm gonna check people, because I have to do that for my own mindset. It ain't even got nothing to do with compromising my integrity of who I believe I am or lowering myself to somebody's level. It's a scripture that says, answer not a fool according to his folly. Then right after that, it follows and said, answer a fool according to his folly. So you gotta know at which point is it applicable. And this is where you get to the point where it's expressing to you, there's a time for everything. You feel me? So I just want you to keep that in mind. I'm just dispersing developmental principles that you can utilize in your life and viewpoint and perspective as you go out to be able to know how to deal with people. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's an ugly world, man. It's an ugly world. Some ugly-hearted people, and that's just the truth. And we gotta find where that ugly is in us too, because somebody feel like we done did them just as wrong as we feel like we been wrong. And I ain't never a person that approach situations like that. But what I got in my hand, I'm gonna try my best to fix. And that's just how I operate. I'm gonna operate off of that construct of balancing things out. Let's put it on the scale and let's weigh it out. And let's see what really needs to be changed. And then just because somebody's weight is heavier than yours, that don't mean you don't need to go fix the stuff that you got. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about justice and peace and equity and having love amongst each other, having brotherhoods and structure. Because we all got the same struggles that we're dealing with at the end of the day. But that's all I got for y'all today. Make sure y'all tap in with the page. Make sure y'all lock in. Dear Damn Crown Thinking on all platforms. Go follow me. Go follow me on my TikTok. That's Prince ZMR. All right, Prince ZMR. Prince ZMR. All right. Make sure y'all tap in. Big love to y'all. Yo.